You always gotta keep an eye when the Googans are approaching the dock. Welcome back, crew, to this episode of Googans of the Week.
No, stop. This is our boat. I've been talking to the captain.
Now, of course, we all know we've got to look out for the Googans down there at the boat ramp, but sometimes they can come in at the most inopportune or most unexpected moments. Like maybe you're already launching your boat, you're not thinking anything about it, when all of a sudden one of those jet ski boys decides he needs to go ahead and cut in front of you in the line while you're trying to load your boat. But you've always got to watch out for them because you never know when they're going to come over here and try and power load, and the next thing you know, you could wind up soaked. You also got to be cautious when you try and help the Googans. Sometimes that'll backfire.
Get up and quit! Carol, this is ridiculous! What do you want me to do? I'm calling the police. Help! You are ruining our boat! We will get you help! Quit destroying our property! That's enough!
Now the good news is when you've got locals around, they already know who the Googans are, and they are always on the lookout when the Googans are coming back into the marina. The first thing they do, they say, "Here comes Tom, let me grab the camera." And one of the reasons they'll do that is because Tom, as we can see here, is always going to put on a show, and one hit's never enough for him. He's got to make contact with a couple boats every single time he comes in. Now, in Tom's defense, you can hear the wind in the background. It is a little bit of a windy day down there at the marina, but our guy here doesn't have the same excuse. For whatever reason, he just thought he was going to clear the power lines with the sailboat. I mean, I know the bridge typically has low clearance signs telling you what the clearance is. I'm not sure. I've never looked on the power lines when I was out there on the waterway to see if they had a clearance as the power lines were coming over the water to let you know exactly how low you needed to be as well. So that might be a new one to me, but the only thing you can do in a situation like this, as we've seen this clip before, is just rip the band-aid off, punch it, which is a little hard for a sailboat, and just let her rip and go. Now, of course, we all know the biggest Googan move you can do out there in the water is not be subscribed to this channel. That's right, if you're not subscribed to this channel, the Drain Plug Mafia will come after you as well. Take your drain plug, and the next thing you know, you got a situation like this on your hands. And of course, as we all know, there's no more Googan place to be than the old boat ramp, but here we can see Cap's just messing up. He's only focused on one area. He's looking back as they're trying to get on the dock back at the stern, and he's not even paying attention to the fact that his bow is going into the concrete wall in the fishing area up here at the front. But Cap, he's even going to leave the helm to try and get this thing over. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Googans of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening out on your waterways, be sure to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram and let us know, and you might see your stories over here. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button.